Good evening, folks. We get this stream started here. Just doing another drifting run down the Seversky River here again. Just doing the triple spinners like we did last time. Most likely, we'll see what's biting. Just relax and make a nice chill stream for the night. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get our first lines in the water. And I'll go ahead and announce to in-game chat as well that we're streaming. Yeah. All right. That's line one. Already has something on it. All right. Off to a good start then. We got a little Pontic shad to start the night off. All righty. Three spinners out. And actually, I guess since I've got this set up on the bolo rod, we'll try a little bit of bolo through this area, see if we can't catch anything. Looks like we got something on the Hornet again. As active as the bite rate is right now, I might as well just switch to sticking with all three spinner baits. Won't have time to juggle a float rod in between. Another Pontic shaft there. And another Pontic shad. So the shads are hitting really fast up here today. Hopefully there'll be a good cafe order for those. And I guess if we're going to do that, let me actually take this off and put the Model 3 here. Hey, that's weird. All right. Hey, gamer. How's it going? Catching, saw you catching some cusk out there, doing some, doing well at the Norwegian Sea tonight. The bite rate here at Seversky is off to a good start. Can't even get my third line out without these two lines getting something on them right away. Chub. All right, see if I can actually get this in the water now. Right now I'm just sort of up at the start of the river, just figure I'll drift on down again, take it nice and easy. This bite rate keeps up. I almost want to stick around this area and take advantage of it. There's a perch. And got on this one. Another shad. This is a crazy bite rate. Seven fish, and it's been like 2 minutes so far, if that. Catching anything good at the sea today? All right, slow down a little bit. So I guess we're probably not in the deeper part of the water. I need to resituate a little bit. Just get back towards the center here. Go. See how the rest of the river goes. Area right up there, though, is crazy bite rate. There we go. Another shad. Yep. Yeah, I guess I should look into what the process, I know there's a process to it to be able to advertise on the main RF4 Discord, so I guess I should probably start looking into that and figure it out. This bite rate out here is fantastic. Ooh, there's a bit of a chunky perch there. Especially considering I'm drifting and not trolling. Do you have do you know what the official or what the requirements are for applying for fish? Do you have to do it through their forum, or is it in the Discord specifically, or what the situation is for that? And here's our first sunfish of the night. Let's see, looks like I need to cast this out and get drifting back towards the center of the river here. Okay. We got something on here. Ooh. We got something with a little bit of weight to it. Ah, nice little Volgazander. All right. Nice to get those in. Go. Oh, so you're oh, it's an email. Okay, thanks for that, gamer. I'll send them an email and look into that. That way I can start advertising. I don't know if they do any sort of like. I assume they don't do like sponsored loot drops or anything like that on Twitch, but at least being able to post advertisements on their official Discord would be nice. Appreciate that info. Got something on again. It's a really good bite rate. Sunfish. We're up to 13 fish. We're getting like 3 or 4 fish a minute right now. Tonight's tea is a Bavarian wild berry. Okay, well, again, just being able to post on the Discord will be nice. Try to get some more chatters added to the community that way. I did look into Fisher online again as well, just because I've seen some people playing it, and well, there's like no presence for that on Twitch whatsoever. But I just I don't know. It seems like it doesn't offer enough different from RF4 and Fishing Planet, and it's got this system where you have your like in-game money you earn from fishing, obviously. But then there's these like tokens that you have to get either through like daily quests or competing and placing well in weekly tournaments. And you need those tokens to unlock the higher tier gear, which like just seems, I don't know, since it's as far as I can tell a fully single player experience other than like the tournaments. I don't even think it's got an in-game chat. I'm not 100% sure, but that seems like an extra hurdle that's unnecessary. Another sunfish. But I definitely want at some point actually give Call of the Wild the Angler a try, since I've got it installed. I've just never played it yet. But might be something to try out at some point. And those of you yeah, I've seen a lot of hate on it. It's definitely one of the less popular ones. It seems like, at least when it came out, one of the biggest complaints, which I guess is probably still the case, is that for the price, it had basically no species. I think it was like 13 species at release, which is a lot for, at the time, I think it was a $30 or $40 game. It's been on sale since I picked it up. It was on sale for like $3. So I was like, okay, well, I'll try it for $3. But yeah, it seems like the biggest complaint is just not enough variety in fish species and such on there. But since I've already got it, might as well try it at some point, I figure. Another pickle here. Now that the sun's setting, I imagine I'm probably gonna, let's see where we're at on the map. I'm kind of tempted to try anchoring and doing some float fishing from the boat while it's nighttime. Yeah, exactly. That's what and I've mentioned it so many times with because Fishing Planet is also quote unquote free, but RF4 is very, and I don't mind. I've thrown them. I've bought some gold and premium here and there just to support the developers, but there's definitely no pressure to have to pay for this game, which is pretty respectable. And compared to like Fishing Planet, by the time you open up that second lake, it's like if I'm not premium, I'm never going to advance at all. Um, so I think the developers are very of RF4 are very generous in that regard. I acted like they had something on it, but I guess not. Yeah, let's try. While it's nighttime, I'm gonna just drop the anchor and let's see. Let's try just throwing the old telescope out here. Put some. What bait do you think we should try? Gamer mayfly larva. I know regular mayflies are pretty popular out here, but I don't have any of those on me. We're in a fairly deep spot, so I'm gonna put it at like 2 meters. Yeah, usually, nighttime. I guess it's probably like pretty good for feeder fishing at night. Um, I think we got something going on. Am I just spinning in place? What's happening here? And we got a Twitch is acting up. Somebody I see has subbed, but Twitch is not showing me the name. So whoever that was, I very much appreciate it. I apologize. I give you a shout out, but Twitch is being a little odd right now. I don't know if there's just a delay or what the deal is. If anybody sees who that was on there, and let me know so I can give them a shout out, please. I'm surprised things are. Whoa. All right then. Hey, been a while. Appreciate the I guess it was the resub for the month. Appreciate that. I don't know why Twitch didn't give any sort of notification. I'm gonna have to look into that after the stream tonight and see if there's some setting I have that's not working right now. Appreciate it. How you been, Nate? So back to trying this. I'm gonna try putting this at like 2.5 meters. What's funny is I'm anchored right now, so there's no motion, but I think there's still something taking the spinner lure. So that's interesting to see. Doing some Diablo 4. Very good, very good. Glad you're doing well, man. Getting did you get any characters to level 100 on there yet? All right, let's see, does that was acting like it had something on it, but there's not. Okay. I'll keep this a little bit closer to the boat. As soon as the sun picks up, we'll get back to drifting along. But I imagine feeder fishing for burbot is probably the go-to thing here at nighttime. Yeah, Donut's rough, and I think the Volgazander are pretty solid options if you can target them here. They both seem like good XP and money fish. So one of the viewers that was on here the other night was saying that they were having a lot of luck getting burbot up here at this 6 meter hole. So it's something if I was chasing them, I would give it some more try. But since I'm just kind of trying some drifting out some more, I'm just gonna stay on the boat and see what I can do. Got a 79 rogue. So boy, trying all the classes there, aren't you? So, doing the end game stuff, whatever they've got that mechanic where like, I can't remember what they call it, the hell raids or whatever it is. Haven't kept up too much with the developments on Diablo 4, but seems like people are enjoying it, which is good. All right, maybe I need to try. Let's try throwing. Actually, let's try changing the maybe the bait. This telly stick is awkward to work in this little boat. Actually, let me check my. All right, so I got a size 22 hook on. I might go ahead and bump that to 19. And let's try. Let's try some honey dough. See if that gets anything. Nice. Very nice. 8. Yeah, it's good. Good to see you in chat. It's definitely been a little while. Don't know if you've been around since the hair color change or not. Try bloodworms. Yeah, I can try. Oh, looks like something may be on. No, that was definitely acting like it was being pulled. But let's try the let's give the bloodworms a try. And those that missed it, tonight's tea is Bavarian wild berry. Very tasty, very sweet. Ah, yes, we got the. Yeah, I'm looking forward to once this all washes out. Probably be about a month or so. I imagine before this pink is all washed out. I'll do another poll. See what we get voted on next time. All right, so I guess that's just the drift that's pulling it over there. So far, nighttime is not been so fruitful here because the float fishing isn't working like I was expecting. Let's just go ahead and raise the anchor and see if we can't get some more stuff on the spinners. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there are some good aside from even the burbot. I mean, technically, I guess I could go after some rough or stuff like that, but could be a sure. There are some things to chase here at night, just not with drifting, I guess. A little bit of pink stubble is what I'd say there. 8. This is my first time doing pink. I've technically kind of had pink hair in the sense that I had bright red that faded to pink one time, but actually intentionally going pink. This was my first run at that. Came out pretty well. The I went to the stylist and they were actually out of pink dye, so she made a custom concoction of a few different colors they had at the shop and put it something together. Came out pretty nice, very very bright pink, that's for sure. It's held up fairly well for being a mix of colors. Sometimes when you do that, they just don't last long at all. It's barely had any washout so far. Yeah. Well, those three are going to be the best for XP or silver for sure. But actually, the look of this river I really like, and it's not terribly profitable, but you catch a wide range of species, and just doing this drifting, like it's relaxing. It's great for streaming because I can really pay attention to the chat. But once the sun comes back up, it's a pretty crazy bite rate. Actually, I mean, I had about probably 7 minutes of daylight and got almost 20 fish in that time. And there's pretty good bottom fishing here. Apparently, I haven't really tried too much. I did catch a grass carp over here, but then on my second cast, I got a ghost snag and had to relog, so I haven't really gone back to try it. Those snags always bum me out. It's the one solitary thing that I really wish the RF4 developers would address because it's basically it's pretty much always just a relog situation, which is just unfortunate. I'm looking forward to when I unlock the Yama River, though, if for no other reason than getting mauled by the bear. I feel like this didn't cast out. Let me try that again. Yeah, I plan to do all I can to get mauled by that bear on stream. Only 15 an hour? Ugh. That's rough. Volkov was really good for me last week. I was sort of farming it out to get the new equipment, which now I'm. What I think this river would actually be really good at is if you had a good medium light rod for the XP bonus, since the fish are pretty small. I imagine you can get decent XP out here from that. You never got a chance to get mauled, gamer. Well, see, that's what I'm here for. I'll find a way to get that bear to attack me. We'll catch it on stream for sure. If I gotta learn how to swim, then so be it. Yeah, ultralight's a little bit risky because I've gotten some like big chub that were. I had my little Corona ultralight, and that chub was giving it quite a fight. So I feel like if you do a medium light where it's like a 75% XP bonus still, but gives you that little bit of extra, it might be worth it. Oh yeah, I guess if you got an ultralight with that much capacity, there's our first Clupanilla of the night. And you're in good shape. My little like 1.8 kilo capacity, not so much. Oh, for some reason I thought I saw some of the medium lights go to 75%, but I guess I was just look. It was probably one of those ones where there's different sizes within the same rod type, and I must have just been looking at the ultralight and light ones. But that's something I would like to try out here at some point is getting a good ultralight in that case and see what I can catch. And probably maybe the next stream out here, I'll do some research on the spots for feeder fishing and try to do some like dedicated feeder spots out here, see what I can get. And I'm getting pretty close to the shoreline. I'm going to reposition myself back out to the middle of the river here. Oof, that's pretty pricey there. Well, one day, I suppose. One day. Figure I'll do a few more streams out here at Seversky, and then I'll go explore the Sura River for the first time. Which that one is, yeah, it's mainly bottom and spinning tackle, so I guess I gotta be careful to avoid sturgeon, but otherwise should be an interesting one. I want to do more float fishing here, but I just don't have the rods for it. Still trying to get that. Been at it for a while there, eh? Well, I mean, why get the anniversary reel though when you could just get the Adriatic? Soon I will make that upgrade to the ball bearings on the Adriatic to saltwater and make a trip out to Norway with it. Yeah, 2 week break, that'll definitely do it. Come on, son, come back up. But yeah, the Fisher Online, I was him just because I saw that I don't know what I guess there's a new DLC for it or something, but I've just been seeing a lot of people on Discord that are normally RF4 players playing Fisher Online, so there must just be a new DLC or something that made him go back to it, but it just I don't see a lot of talk about it, and I didn't see anything from the screenshots of it in Steam that made me think that it had enough different to offer compared to RF4. But I got on my wish list if it ever goes on sale cheap, then I'll. Same with Call of the Wild the Angler. If it goes on sale for like 50, 70% off, I can give it a try for a few bucks, but not not gonna try it for the full price. So you played it before, 8? So what's like the biggest thing that I saw that kind of pushed me away from going ahead and trying is that there was a, I don't know if it's still that way, but there was a post in the Steam reviews from a few years ago where to get different equipment in there, in addition to the in-game currency, you've got to earn tournament tokens, which I guess you can do like daily quests to get like a token per day or something like that, or every 3 days. But they were saying that that was holding up progress in the later parts of the game because they'd have to try and place well in tournaments or grind those tokens out in their daily quests each day, which seemed odd to me since it otherwise seemed like more of a like you're saying, a less grindy game, which is something that it seems like fishing games in general, the modern ones go for. I remember the old console games that I had for like Super Nintendo and Nintendo. It was kind of like here's you didn't have any levels on those. You did have some different lures and stuff, but generally like a lot of them I remember there was no having to earn money. There was like a because there was more of an arcade system to it, of course. Like it was about points, but you just pick the tackle you want and just go fishing. Which I'd like to see more modern simulators just take that approach. Like just give us a bunch of species to fish for, make the simulation really in depth, and just let us take our stuff and go out there. So you do like this? How's the like it seemed like the different it had multiple tension bars similar to what Fishing Planet has, except for although it looked more like RF4, so the fish fights more like that. So you play some of the older. I had one for actually Windows 95 back in the day. For the life of me, I'm never going to remember what it was called, but it was a pretty neat fishing game for the time. It wasn't one of the Bass series games. But I remember like it had a lot of lakes, like real life lakes and everything on it that you could go to. And I remember like the map system was kind of like a grid that you could select areas and then you could like travel around in your boat within the little grids. Okay, so maybe the maybe what I saw was gameplay from like an old version or something like that. I'd be interested in trying out. I did also take a look just to see if it had any sort of a Twitch audience, and there was one streamer for the entire category, and they had 3 or 4 viewers. So it doesn't seem to be a popular game on Twitch, that's for sure. But that won't that won't deter me if it's a fun game and people want to see it played and chat about it. I'm more than open to giving it a shot. Just be hard to find an audience for it if the browse page is so barren. All right, sun's coming up now, so we should hopefully start getting some more hits here soon. Although this stretch is fairly shallow, I find that it's not quite as good. I might actually go ahead and skedaddle through this shallow part, get back to where it deepens a little bit. Yeah, that's it's the trouble. And for me, like I'm not even if I was wanting to make streaming my like a full time job or something like that, and I could certainly go after the more popular games. For me, I just want to find a game that I can relax and have some fun with, but chat with viewers and stuff like that. So for me, if I can, I mean, obviously I've pretty much all of my streaming has been RF4, which, while not a dead game on Twitch, is certainly not the most popular. But I just like you, I'd prefer to find something that I enjoy playing, but I'll occasionally try some. Like I might try some outreach to some other channels just to get some more viewers to join the chat to grow the community, just to have some more people to have some fun chatter with more than anything. All right, get up here to where it deepens up a little bit, and last time this area was very, very active, so hopefully the same holds true. We've got 3 different spinners out there, so seems like the spinner fish out here are not really particular. You kind of catch all the different species while you're drifting, which is nice. Those are the situations I prefer when you don't have to go after the most active spots or the exact right tackle to catch stuff. And you can just throw some stuff out there and catch some things. That's the ideal scenario for me. Which I think is why I don't, as much as I love Oldberg, I just didn't like Bear Lake because to me, that is a lake where if you're not using the exact right setup at the exact right spot, you're just not going to catch anything. There's a chub. Get up here in the boat. 700 grams. Yeah, I bet you Gamer probably fished all the fish out of the archipelago. That's the problem. He went out there and just took them all out. You know, it's weird. Volkov, what I found, like it's been a very repeatable pattern for me. I'll go out there and one day in game will be super active. The next day in game will be dead, and it'll just keep flopping back and forth like that. It's been almost every time it's been like that for me. Yeah, you retired because you fished everything out already. We know what's up. Yeah, I really like the look of this river as you're floating down it. It's just nice and peaceful. And being able to drift rather than got a cat up here by the mic. Being able to drift rather than have to deal with the engine noise of trolling is nice. It's a quicker boat, isn't it? I think I've seen some clips of it, and it seems to go fairly quick. Yeah, this one, like, it's certainly not profitable. You might get lucky out here, I guess. There's another shed, and get some cafe orders, but these fish are all worth hardly anything. I get maybe like 100 silver an hour out here, so it's not the most efficient. I think if you're in happy hour, it's probably a good place to get spin fishing gains because when the right time of day is active, like the bite rate's just crazy. But me, I'm not in it for the efficiency. I just like to relax and enjoy, and because of the wide range of species you catch here, I don't know, I find myself enjoying it. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, the whole like having to have your head on a swivel to look between the 2 lines is definitely annoying on all the traditional boats. That acted like it was about to. I'm gonna get back out to the middle of the water here. The Norwegian Sea boat's pretty fun. That one's what I really like about that one is that you can go full speed with it without having to hold in the forward keys. You just kind of get it up to max and let it go and go where you need to go that way, which is nice. Also, Ark's the same way. Well, then that's another pro to that boat then. Ooh, we got something pulling hard on line 1 here. All right, what we got? Guessing maybe a big chub or a pike. Looks like a chub. Really, that was only 827 grams? That seems awfully small to be putting the Titan through that much of a workout. But maybe it was just fighting the current or something, I guess. Although, no, it should have been coming towards us with the current. I don't know. That was just a weird one. The Blue Hornet is doing quite well on the bite rate right now. Looks like we got a Rudd or Terran. Rudd. Haven't figured out yet where I can tell the difference between those two and reeling them in. They both look very similar with the red fins on top and bottom. Get back out towards the center again. Whew. Hornet's at it again. Oh boy. Here we go. Might have to actually chase this one. Oh wait, now I know why that was. This is the Corona Ultralight. That's why that chub was putting up so much of a fight. Probably need to just set my my third line up with the Titan for spin fishing again at some point. This little dinky rod with like the I think it's got a Sputnik on it still. It's terrible. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Probably another like 1.5 kilo chub. Maybe not quite that. 1.2? Yeah, just under 1.2. And line 2's got a little perch. Go. Pretty much in the center. Back to drifting. Nope. On one again. All right. Yeah, this is once all the fish wake up here, it's definitely a fantastic bite roach. So I think if you're on happy hour trying to get some spin fishing games, this is probably a good way to get him. Ooh, here we go. Nice little sitchel there. Is this line acting like it's just kind of laying there? I'll recast it. There we go. All right. What are we at on the river right now? Going along this stretch. All right. Hopefully we can fill in the last two times out here. I wasn't able to fill any cafe orders. I had a ton of fish, but none of the right ones. Hopefully tonight I'll be able to actually fill a cafe order to make it a little more profitable. We're up to 25 fish right now. It's a little bit not super active. It seems like the western half of the river is a little more active than the eastern half. But it's mostly just pontic shad. Whereas down here you get that variety of species. Go. Another one on line 1. There's a little asp. Hopefully we can get some large asps. Those are pretty good silver. Got a little cucumber action there. I imagine. There you go. That hornet is just it is killing it today. Nice little shad, 200 gram. This ackle is not doing so hot. I might switch that out to a different spinner if it doesn't start catching something here soon. So you doing any RF4 tonight, 8, or are you still working on your Diablo run? Here's a sunfish. Since the archipelago's been all dried up for you. Here's an eye. I'm gonna go ahead and swap this lure out since it's not picked anything up in a while. Oh, well, there's a asp. Maybe I'll keep it on after all. Doing RF4 in the mornings? Gotcha. Nice way to start the day, I suppose. Here's a pocket shed. Especially now that we're getting into the dog days of summer. Finally started getting it's been pretty calm and mild here. Then this week we're finally hitting those summer temperatures. My air conditioner's been working hard today. Yeah, I gotta have that monster energy for RF4 for sure. Especially if Archipelago's dead, because then you'll just fall asleep if you don't have it. Where are we at here? Coming up on next bend. I think we have something. Nope. Yeah, if you think fish online is pretty fun, I'll give us some more research. Maybe try to do some side streams of that in the future. How's the so I know it's got feeder fishing and spinning and jigging. Does it have float fishing as well, or are they all pretty enjoyable, or is there like one play style that is good, the rest are kind of worthless? Oh, it's got fly fishing too. How's the what's the casting like on their fly fishing? What do we want to try? Let's try a green spiker too. Just holding cast. That's that was fun. It's fun, and it's kind of one of those things where we've always talked about with the idea of RF4 adding fly fishing. I just can't see how the game can really capture the art of proper fly casting, which is be difficult to implement. It'd be awesome if someone did come up with a good way to do it, though. Hey, there's our first Shemaya. Something I actually used to, I haven't fly fished or anything in quite a while, but back when I was fly fishing, I actually got to where I was tying my own flies and everything, which that's never, if you are interested in fly fishing in real life at all and you've never tried tying your own flies, it's pretty enjoyable. It's not as hard as it seems like it'd be. It's a pretty relaxing little hobby to do. All right, take it easy, 8. Good seeing you again. We'll catch you around another time. If you hop back on your phone, I'll be on here for a while longer yet. So either way, take it easy, man. Thanks again for the sub. I'm going to try, actually with this third line, I'm going to try doing some active spin up fishing with it, see if we can entice the fish a little more that way. Although this area, I guess because of the angle on the boat, it's probably going to be difficult to pull that off. Another one on line one. Definitely need to invest it. If nothing else, maybe not go for the 10 kilo ultralight. If I can get something that's like 4 or 5 kilo and I can upgrade to a slightly better reel to make it so that these little half-kilo fish are not pushing me to the limit, it'd be a good investment. And I'm going to get backed out towards the middle of the water here. Go. All right, so if I'm gonna try to act as I'm gonna get rid of the clip and just toss this thing all the way out there. Probably not a large enough test to cast very far, unfortunately. No, doesn't look like it. Don't think I'll be able to get any proper motion on here with this setup. I probably could with the ultralight, but that's something I definitely need to keep in a rod holder. Something big hits, then I won't be able to chase it otherwise. Got to the middle of the water here. Keeps drifting me towards this shoreline. I'm a little further out this time. Yeah. Back out in the deep end for that matter. All right, here we go. It definitely seems like, this was my experience last time, if you're drifting, this area is pretty high bite rate. And then once you pass the docks, it slows down quite a bit. So the best thing to do is probably once you get to the little town here, just turn around and go back up and start over if you're going to do the drift fishing. And I imagine that's probably because of the depth. Most of the river in that area is pretty deep, whereas down here it's kind of spotty. Hopefully we'll get some more fish on here soon. We're getting into the really shallow area though, which not always great. Oh, appreciate the follow there, Double Nuts. Welcome to the stream if this is your first time. I think we got something on line one. And apparently something on this one as well. Little sunfish. Yep, here we go. Got Rudd or Terran. Oh, that's a roach. Okay. Oh, hey, I completed a task for ultralight. All right. So unfortunately, I don't have my fishing skill high enough to use the wacky rigs. I did try using a three-way rig using one of those quicker soft bait lures, and I just wasn't having any luck with it. I tried a couple different colors of them, and it just wasn't picking anything up. So I don't know if maybe it was a situation where I had like too big of a sinker or too small of a sinker or something like that. But when I did try it, I wasn't getting anything on there. A little pike. I can certainly give it another try. It's a new day. Maybe the fish have changed their preferences. Let's see if I can change them. Let's reel this in, but I can give the quickers another shot. I do know that the wacky rigs are pretty effective out here once you unlock them though. And I do like to ask my first time chatters here if they're RF4 players if they what their favorite body of water in the game is. I like to get a feel for all that. Mine was Oldberg, but this one, even though it's not like the most efficient XP or silver map, is kind of becoming my favorite just because I like the variety of fish you can catch and the general looks of it. Norway, yeah, it's a new and shiny. I hope they add some more marine fishing soon. It's been I've taken 2 of my 3 trips out there, and it was a lot of fun for sure. I'm looking forward to getting back out there again soon. So let's see. Try the quicker 3002. See if anything hits on that. Nothing needs to be reeled in. Nope. All right, I'm gonna get back to the water as well. Actuba fan is your second. The what I'm actually looking forward to when I get back out to Norway is actually trying some fishing from the shoreline. Because fishing, unfortunately, when I was out there with the rental stuff, you kind of are, because you're so pressed for time, you kind of just have to go for whatever's super efficient. And so going from the shoreline and the rental just seems like a waste. But I do want to get out there and try some fishing from the shoreline soon. All right, so let me throw this 3-way rig out and see if anything's hitting on it today. I assume drifting with the 3-way rig works fine, and but I don't know if maybe I need to do some actual jigging with it. Wouldn't hurt to try. I can find the right pattern for it. Okay, so yeah, that's probably why I didn't have any luck doing this setup. Then it doesn't work for drifting. That makes sense. So unfortunately, I guess I got to stick with spinners for now. Got something on line 1 again. Which at least the spinners have had pretty good bite rate for me. Just haven't been catching any lunkers with them, but good enough bite rate to hopefully fill some orders. There's a citral. So we'll go ahead and change this back to a lure setup then. And that green spiker is still not doing a whole lot for me, so if it doesn't pick up, I'll probably swap it out. I can actually get in pretty close to the end of the river, so it might be time to relog, get back up here to the east side, and start over. It sounds like I've hit the shoreline. Yep. I got something on this. Yep, here we go. Little sunfish. I've tried doing some bolo fishing from the boat while drifting, and I mean, it seems like it works, but the bite rate on these spinners is so active that I never really have time to focus on it. All right, this should be good. It's also kind of awkward because I have a 7-meter bolo rod, and you know, there's the first Terran of the night. Getting it to bring something in from this little boat is a little spotty. And it seems like if you're doing feeder fishing, like for carp out here in this little inlet is okay. I did catch a grass carp out there before I got snagged, but this area up here seems to be where I see a lot of people talk about feeder fishing. So let's try that at some point. Here's a perch. And another sunfish. Nope, that's a shad. Yep. The other thing I find with this western half of the lake is it tends to pull you towards the shoreline a lot more than the other half does. Which is a little bit annoying. As soon as I cast, I have to reel in another line. Of course. I just wish I could get a bite rate like this on Volkov. That would be a millionaire at that point. Got something on you? Nope, just hitting the bottom. Okay. More cucumber action. At least this is a warmer map, so you don't have to keep chugging tea to stay alive. We got something on here. Another chub. Looks, yep. No, it was an eyed. Go. So yeah, I guess once we get up just past the well, I guess I can see if that 6.5 meter hole has anything in it, but then I'll head back and try the start of the river again. Go. Another rud. I imagine the deeper holes are good for sturgeon and catfish, though. If I were to take a guess, anyways. So we got almost half a keep net on this drift down the river. All right, so we're getting pretty close. I'm gonna go ahead and scoot on over to that hole and try just a quick manual cast and see if anything hits. Go. Roll while I do. Something in this one. Little chub. So I'm just going to reel this in and see if anything happens, and go ahead and scoot on back to start from the beginning of the river here. Pretty close, I think. Yeah, about to hit the edge anyways. All right, put this in. All right, so I'm about to relog to get back up to the town and float up to the top of the river. I'm going to go ahead and start this little ad break so we can eliminate pre-roll ads for another hour. So I'll be relogging to get back out to back to the town and up to the start of the river and drift from there again. So we'll be back here shortly. Do a little quick travel action here. Moving on in. All right, let's get on up to the top of the river again and drift our way back down here, and we should have pretty close to a full keep net, I'm sure, by the time we get back down here. Hopefully have some cafe orders we can fill. This poor little boat struggles so hard to go upstream, though. Okay. Still not up to that bend yet. I might actually... I'll go ahead and cast a line out since getting close to night anyways. I might as well try and catch a fish or two along the way. That's a bad cast. Go ahead and change this to something else as well since it has not been catching anything for me. I'll go let's try the classic spiker. Alright, got something on the line here. Didn't expect that already. Little tonic shad. Well, we're doing all right, just kind of sitting here, honestly. Another ponic shad. Yeah, this area right here seems very active for the ponic shad. I was having the same thing when I was drifting through this earlier. Continue to try to get up towards the front of the river here. This speed shouldn't be going fast enough to risk wear and tear on stuff, so it should be fine. Welcome back from the ad break. Those of you that are having to sit through those, just something I have to do every hour to eliminate the pre-roll ads. Appreciate you sticking around, and subscribers always appreciate the support. Just working on up to the front of the river here to start another drift run. I figure we'll start up here, get all the way back down to the town, and should be pretty close to a full keep net by then, so I can see if we've got any cafe orders and turn the fish in. Hopefully, the last 2 trips out here, I haven't been able to fill any cafe orders, so I've only made like 100 silver per trip. But maybe we'll get lucky tonight and have some non-burbot and sturgeon orders up on the menu. Go. Another perch. Hopefully we can get a little bit of drift in before the sun sets, and when it does set, I might see if I can throw some pieces of meat out or something to get a burbot. Got something winding this reel up quite a bit. This is kind of fighting like a pike or a big asp, I'm thinking. Really need to get a better light setup. This is my little starter Corona ultra light setup that you still get, the one you get for free early on. So it's a little bit small for some of the fish out here. Come on in here, fish. Don't make me have to chase you. It's not making a ton of gain away from the boat, so it shouldn't have to chase it at least. We're drifting towards it anyways. It's going to be a slow fight, so. Grab a spot of tea here just in case. Come on, fishy, fishy. Hooker is fighting this reel with all its might. It might be it's probably like a 2-kilo pike or something, I imagine. Might have to end up chasing this one after all. Let's see. Running with it now. There we go. Surprised the friction brake heat's not lighting up on this. Seems to have given up the fight for now. See if it breaks the top of the water to see what it is. Come on in here, fish. What's got here? Looks like it's not a pike. Asp, I think. Yep, the 1-kilo asp. And always rely on them to put up a decent fight. Looks like I've got something on this line as well. It's a big sunfish, actually. Don't get too many of them over 100 gram. All right, back to what I was doing, getting to the top of the river here. And we'll get back to drifting on downstream. Almost there. All right, go ahead and turn this boat around and commence to drifting. If anybody has any suggestions for using like a feeder or a float rod at nighttime here, since the sun's going down and the feeder or the spinners don't seem to do much at nighttime, I'm hoping to try some of that while we float. Especially while we're in this deeper area where I imagine that I can get some burbot or something. Go ahead and start by trying that. Do I have any? I don't have any of my feeders set up right now, so I guess I'll give the bolo a try. Set it up to. It's on. Nope. All right, so I'm gonna try. Seems like I got the bolo float. Let's put like a size 11 hook on with some pieces of fish. Set the depth pretty deep. Fish on. Another decent one on, looks like. Well, decent for this setup, which is only like 2 kilos, but better than like a little 10-gram sitchel or something. This is probably another asp. Not putting up quite as much of a fight as the last one, though. So it's probably only like an 800 gram or so, if that is what it is. Almost got it in here. Almost. It's like a little bit of a second wind in it, though. Really need to upgrade this this ultralight something. I mean, I could put a different rod out that's got a lot of strength to it, but I want to try to keep one light rod out at a time. But with the luck I've been having with this one, it may be worth it to just go ahead and move it over to a like my Titan reel or something and put a decent rod on. These fights for 1 kilo fish are not really worth it. I'm going to have to chase this fish. Go. As long as it doesn't go around the corner, I should be all right. But it's going around the corner. I guess it's another about 1 kilo asp, probably. Looks like his fight's broken now. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the trolling motor on to try and chase this one. If the trolling motor could even go upstream on this river, I actually don't know about that. Come on, fishy, fishy. Let's put a friction brake on now at least. All right, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, a little bit bigger than the last asp. Not bad, not bad. A little perch on the other line. A little bit of a pickle action here and reel that in. All right, let's get this turned back around and resume drifting. There we go. All right, now back to what I was originally trying to do, which was get a bolo out there with some pieces of fish bait, get the depth set pretty deep, and see if I can get a burbot or something while we drift through here at night. Instead of like 4.5 meters. Would be about right. Yeah. Let's see, is that 4.5 too deep? Nope. Always stay in this little deep pool. It should be just fine. Don't know if I'll catch any burbot this way, but figure if it's nighttime, might as well give it a shot. Hopefully, it won't attract like a sturgeon or catfish or something because this bolo rod's definitely not going to be able to handle that. I'm getting something on the pieces of fish, it seems like. I need to fully take the hook down. Hopefully, I'll be able to set the hook decently here. Can't tell if a fish is pulling that or if that's just the current, actually. That might just be the current. I don't know if this bolo fishing with a big piece of fish is going to work or not. It's just kind of drifting wherever it wants to go now. We're also getting into shallower water for that matter. Go ahead and pull this in and try again with a set a little bit more shallow, see if I can make it work. 3 3/4 of a meter. Some of these lines. Nope, I think we do have something on line too. I'll go ahead and pull that in. Like that. Blue-eyed. At least it's good to see that even though the bite rate is low at nighttime with these, that there are still some stuff hitting on them at night. Yeah. I think the problem with trying to float fish like this from drifting is you're just pulling on the line the whole time, so it's kind of hard to get it to where you can set the hook well. So I guess it was worth a try, but I don't think that's going to work. So I'll just go back to have another spinner out in the water. And hopefully sun will come up here soon. Get that bite rate picked back up before we make it to the docks. Got 56 fish in the net so far. Hopefully I can fill a cafe order or two with those. Definitely, definitely fairly dead at night though. But I mean, that's other than Quarry. I mean, even Volkov is dead when you're trolling at night. But at least it's got a shorter nighttime, I think. Hopefully, I'll get something more though. Getting close to that second bend before the town. I'm gonna go ahead and keep on drifting until we get to town, and then we'll see what we've got this trip. I also think a better strategy would probably be to have this other blue lure on the other line that's always out, since it seems to have a really good bite rate during the day, anyways. Not a lot of action right now, though. See, our biggest fish, I think, were the two. So we got the asp there, we got a chub, so we got three fish over 1 kilo at least, but got a decent variety here. I'm just hoping that those cafe orders will be available, because otherwise this will probably be maybe like 60, 70 silver there, if that. Definitely not the most profitable of water bodies, but that's all right. Sometimes being fun is more important than being profitable. During the daylight, this is definitely a lot of fun. That bite rate's just crazy. If anyone has suggestions on what to do at nighttime here, whether it's like go to the bank and do feeder fishing or something like that, definitely throw it in chat there. I'm certainly open to some suggestions on that front. Safely, let me check and see. Baits. Oh, not in the crafting menu. Whoops. Bait. Safe fillets. Yeah, I've got a decent bit of small fillets. You need them or someone else? Yeah, no problem. Do you want the strip or the regular small fillet? Regular small? Alrighty. Let me see. I've actually never sent a message. I guess I had to do that through the actual message thing. Um, here. And where is attach items? Oh shoot, I'm not doing a premium right now. Is there a way to send those to you without being on premium? Ah, dang. Yeah, since if you still yes, yeah, I just since my schedule's been a little spotty, I haven't gotten more premium. I'm trying to reserve that for days where I know I'll be on back to back. But sorry about that. We'll definitely help you out otherwise. But if anybody on here has it's premium and has some safe fillets that can help gamer out, let them know. Always like to help each other out on here when we can. Where we at? Almost making it back to the docks here. Yeah, I really wish that for, I mean, it's cool that you can catch the fish out there and cut them up like that. I wish they would update bait harvesting to add like crab and fish traps that you can set up and use to sort of like similar to scoop, just exchange energy for catching a few that way. And I mean, really just that. Like have crab pots to try to catch some crab, and then have fish pots to get the bait fish you can get of different species, where you can just throw some energy out and get a few pulled in that way, not to actually go out of your way to fish for them. Especially there in Norway, where if you need to go to one of the safe holes, that could be a several minute boat ride from where you're at, just one each way. Be nice to be able to just drop a bait trap in and catch some fish and do what you got to do. Going down the last bend here before going to the docks and seeing what the profit is. I'm not expecting much unless we get lucky with the cafe orders, but hopefully it's at least 100 silver. Yeah, something on line one. All right, we got, might be being nighttime. Could be an ass, but could be a good eyed as well, though. As nice as the bonus XP is, I'll probably next time swap this ultralight setup out for just another strong spinning setup. Because these fights are not really worth the amount of effort they're taking. They're given like 3,000 XP and the fish were worth like 7 or 8 silver. I'd probably stick with this particular ultralight, but these are 2 or 3 silver fish, maybe 1,000 XP. Not worth it. Go. Come up to the top of the water. There we go. Looks like a chub, I guess. Nope. Nope. It's another asp, I think. No, it is a chub. Okay. Oh, 1.5 kilo. Not too shabby. Biggest fish of the night, at least. Closer we to the docks here. Getting pretty close. I don't know if we're going to catch anything else before we hit them. We'll give it a shot. Yes, one that size should be decent, but like the 1 kilo asp isn't worth a whole lot. And during the daytime, where the bite rate is so like that, where the bite rate's crazy active, the time I've spent reeling that in, I could have probably got 2 or 3 more fish on a big reel. This one's definitely not as big as the last one. Come on out of there. Another chub. Yep. 1 kilo. Decent chub hitting right here by the docks. Might be if anybody's trying to get like a trophy chub out here, might be a good time to try to get those. Yeah, chat size, as long as they got that little marker, good to go. Yep. I wish that like one of the downsides of these ones is go to some of the other places like Volkov or Quarry, where even the non-chat size stuff that you catch is at least big enough to turn into fish fillets. Problem here is you get a lot of these little runts that aren't even big enough to turn into fish fillets. You're like, well, I guess I'll just take the 1 or 2 silver for them. Which I guess, let's see, can you use the pumpkin seed sunfish and whatnot as live bait? If so, I guess this would be a good place to catch live baits. Yeah, that's a good point, gamer. Especially if you're on like happy hour, getting the just releasing them all for XP. Especially if you're on like a light or ultra light setup, be pretty good. A little asp there. All right, will we catch anything else before we get to those docks? Yeah, the Asper. I remember one day I had the Asper hitting like crazy on Volkov, and I had like 3 or 4 asps that were worth 50 silver apiece. That was nice. All right, coming right up on the docks here. So, oh, we did get something right here, right off the docks. Ooh, nice little Volgazander. That's a nice little unexpected surprise. Let's go ahead and reel this in and go see what we got for the day. Another unexpected surprise. Little tiny ass. Yeah, that's what I really like the bite rate on this river. Once the sun comes out, it's just fish after fish after fish. Away boat, I'm coming through. No one take away my boat license. Oh yeah. What is that? Oh, it's that radio. That's what's making that awful noise. Okay, let's see what the cafe has first and foremost. I don't think we got enough citral for that. Nope, we only got 2, needed 4. Definitely didn't get that. Nope. Well, yet again, not a single cafe order I can fill. That's the downside. It's like if you are doing the drifting, you're probably not going to be able to fill any of the cafe orders. So our total haul here for this is, well, at least I got over 100 silver. It's about typical for what I've been getting for the runs here. Got 1 shub worth 7 silver. Go by price, actually. There we go. And that Volgazander, 10 silver, 9 for that Terran. Ooh, it's a pretty good Pontic shad, actually. So not too shabby. I mean, if you can target like the Citral, the larger shad, and the Volgazanders, that seems to be where the raw fish money is here. That's 116 silver in about an hour and a half of drifting. It's not great, but it was fun. Yeah, it seems like if you float fish from the shoreline at some specific spots, you can definitely target these pretty well. So that's probably what I'll probably do some research and find some good spots and good tackle and see what I can do about that. The downside of that is that my only option, I've got my bolo rod, I've got the red stick, this telescopic, yeah, I guess so. I could use these 2 telescopics in the bolo and be okay. Yeah, I could use just the bolo and 2 feeders, maybe. I don't know, but if I can make use of the teles as well, I'll do it. But see what we gotta do. With that, I think we'll catch some worms here, or some larvae and algae, more like it. No mayfly larva. Well, and get ready to wrap things up. Thanks everyone for coming along tonight. Gamer, I'll definitely be looking forward to the help with the float fishing here next time. I definitely want to give it a shot. It seems like this area here is pretty active, so that's probably, I imagine, where we'll be starting. But just let me maybe shoot me a message on Discord. Let me know what sort of baits and hook sizes I should make sure I have prepared for it, and I can get some of that prep work done before the next stream. But with that, we'll go ahead and wrap things up here. We're going to have a good night, or those of you in Europe, have a good day, and I will catch everyone next time. Good fishing, folks.